here.
A bottle found yours.
Okay, you want to do that one? A bottle found after 2 years?
Yes.
This
I
one?
don't know about the others. Let the others make their choice. After that, we will decide.
Okay, so we have one vote for message in a bottle. Anyone else want to chime in with their choice?
In my opinion, I would like to prefer message in bottle found after 2 years.
Okay, well, we got 2 votes for that. Anyone else have a different choice? Okay, we're going to go with that one. So let's go to that. It's intermediate level, which means that it will be good for most of you. And if you learn something, great. That's what we're looking for. Okay, the way I work this class is if I say a word, then you repeat after me. So you can take yourself off mute if you're in a quiet area, and you can practice the word with me. And if I hear somebody mispronounce it, then you can get help from me. When we do individual sentences, then you'll say the sentence by yourself. Okay, but one word we can say all together. Okay, so, and I'll pick 3 people to say each sentence. So raise your hand if you want to say a sentence. Okay, so first word, everybody together, sail.
Sail.
Okay. What vowel does this have in it?
Sail.
You guys know? What vowel? What vowel sound?
A.
What kind of A?
A.
Is it a long A or a short A?
A.
I heard you. What is it? It's a long A or a short A?
It's definitely a long A.
Definitely a long A. You got it. AI together. You say the A and not the I, so it's sail. Very good. Okay, raise your hand if you want to say this sentence. And let's talk about the definition while you're raising your hand. I'll pick 3 people. To travel in a boat, to control a boat that has sails. So you can't sail unless you're in a sailboat. Okay, so that's what a sailboat does. It sails. It's a verb. All right, so who wants to say, I started to learn how to sail? Okay, I can't see you unless you raise your hand. Okay, Kausar, go ahead.
Sail, to travel in a boat, to control a boat that has sails. For an example, I started to learn how to sail.
Perfect. All right. Anyone else want to try it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nelson.
Okay. Sail. To travel in a boat, to control a boat that has sails. I started to learn how to sail.
Good. I started to learn how to sail. Good. All right. Anyone else? Raise your hand so I can see you, or do the motion. Let's see. There's somebody in the chat. Hi, Mohammed. It's okay if you can't speak into the microphone. Just listen. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Humanitarian. That's a long word. Humanitarian. It's 6 syllables. So what does it mean? It is concerned with improving people's living conditions and reducing suffering. So New Zealand provided humanitarian aid after the hurricane. New Zealand provided humanitarian aid after the hurricane. So New Zealand is a good place. They helped the people that were hurting with humanitarian aid. Comes from human, right? So humanitarian. Who wants to try that word? Everybody? Together? Humanitarian.
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 Good, good, good,
Humanitarian.
good. Awarda, I heard you.
Hi,
right.
how are you? Sorry, I didn't say hi.
That's okay. I know people were short on introductions today. We wanted to get right to the lesson. So about half the people introduced themselves and about half didn't. So it's okay. So humanitarian.
Humanitarian.
Humanitarian. Humanitarian. All right.
Humanitarian.
That's right. Adjective. Who would like to give me the definition and the sentence? Raise your hand. Kazar, go ahead.
Okay. Humanitarian. That means concerned with improving people's living conditions and reducing suffering. For example, in a sentence like, New Zealand provided humanitarian aid after the hurricane.
Very good. All right. New Zealand provided humanitarian aid after the hurricane. Okay. Who else wants to say this?
Okay.
Nelson,
Okay.
go ahead.
Humanitarian, concerned with improving people's living conditions and reducing suffering. New
Good.
Zealand provided humanitarian aid after the hurricane.
After the hurricane. Yes. All right. Abu, it's your turn.
Humanitarian, concerned with improving people's living condition and reducing suffering.
Okay.
New Zealand provided humanitarian aid after the hurricane.
Hurricane is how I would say it. Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Very, very good. Okay.
Hurricane.
That's right. So in America, in English, we often say the H's. So we say a hurricane. Good.
Hurricane.
Very good. Okay. And conditions with an S. Make sure you say that. Conditions.
Hurricane is a flood? What's that?
Yes. Hurricane is a flood. Well, hurricane is the wind. So you can have a wind that, it's not a tornado because a tornado goes in a circle. Hurricane is just a lot of wind and water. So like in New Orleans.
I reckon it's one kind of storm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it is a kind of storm. You're correct. So it's there's places that are prone to
Cyclone,
hurricanes. Cyclone is similar to a tornado. So that's where
sorry.
it goes to one area and it makes the houses in the area like this. But if you're having a hurricane, it's whoosh, wind everywhere, and you see it afterwards, and there's a lot of destruction if it's a bad hurricane. If it's a medium hurricane, then not so much. But think of New Orleans at Hurricane Katrina. There was no houses left. It wasn't just one house went away. It was a lot of damage. So people need to have help after a hurricane. And then of course there's things like a tsunami. So in Thailand, there's many tsunamis where the water comes and it goes and it buries everything. This is also water, but it's from the sky. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Anybody else want to say this sentence? Okay, we'll move on. Conservationist. A conservationist is someone who works to protect wildlife and the environment. Conservationists hope they can preserve the area's natural beauty. So what is a conservationist?
Conservation.
Go ahead.
Conservationist.
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 Conversationist. Just kidding.
Conservationist.
Conversationist.
Conservationist. I confused you.
Conservationist.
That's it. conservationist.
You have to include
Conservationist.
sir.
Yes, conservationist. All right, and then you have to say nists at the end, which is hard. So conserve, think about conserving. So what do you do when you conserve? You conserve water by not running it while you're brushing your teeth, by not pouring it down the drain, you use it again. That's conserving water. Okay, so if you're a conservationist, then you conserve other things too, other resources. So we don't want to.
Laurel, I have a little confusion.
Yeah, go ahead.
My confusion is about, is it conservationist or conservationist? If I say conservationist, like G sound rather than S sound, like conservationist, conservationist, is it
It's not
correct
right.
to utter?
No, it's better to say the S sound.
Conservationist.
Conservationist.
Conservation.
Okay, but
Conservationist.
good thinking because you're listening to the sounds and you're trying to get them right. So conservationist. There's no Z sound in that word at all.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, conserve. All right. So who wants to say the sentence that hasn't yet? Anyone?
I volunteer.
Diego, go ahead.
Me, conservationist is someone who works to protect wildlife and the environment.
Conservation.
So, for example, conservationists hope they can preserve the area's natural beauty.
Very good. Do you think there's conservationists in your area?
I think so. I think so, yeah. In
Are you a
Brazil.
conservationist?
Yeah, I am. I am.
In your own way, right?
Exactly.
Very good. Very good. Okay, Abu, why don't you say it?
Conservationist.
Go ahead, Abu.
Conservationist. Someone who works to protect wildlife, the environment.
Good. That's a hard word too.
Yeah. Conservationists hope they can preserve the area's natural beauty.
Can you work on the areas, or the areas?
The areas.
Natural beauty. Yes.
The
Okay.
areas or the areas.
If you can say the TH, I know it's a hard sound for some people, especially if they have a French background, is to say the, or the in front of a vowel. So the area or the area, that's easier sometimes. The area is natural beauties.
The area.
That's better. I can't see your mouth, but I assume that you're trying a little harder because I hear it. So the area is natural beauty. All right, and now say the word the environment.
The environment.
That's good. Environ. You don't have to say run. You can just say the environment. It's like the environment. You know it's there, so you're trying to say it, but you don't have to make it really strong. You can just say the environment.
The environment.
That's perfect. Very good. Okay, Mohammed, would you like to say the sentence? Jessica, would you like to go?
Yes. Conservationist. Someone who works to protect wildlife and the environment. Conservationist.
Why don't we try wildlife?
Wildlife.
That's better. And it's wild, so it's 2 syllables. Wildlife.
Wildlife.
That's better. And environment.
And the environment.
That's good. Okay, now say the sentence.
Conservationists hope they can preserve the area's natural beauty.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Should we move on? Or do you want to try it one time, Mohammed? Okay, you need to unmute yourself if you want to talk. Okay, we'll just move on then. All right, so the easy word is next, sort. To divide something into groups. I'm trying to sort all of my photographs.
Sort.
Mm-hmm.
Sort.
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 Yes. So what can you sort? You can sort anything that you have a lot of. So you can sort your socks when you're doing your laundry. You can sort your books into categories. You can sort your food if you want to. So what are some other things that you can sort?
Laura?
Garbage.
What?
Sort. Garbage.
You can sort garbage. Exactly. If you're a conservationist, you're going to put your recycles in one place. You're going to put your trash in another place. Okay, very good. Anyone else?
Laura, sort
Yes.
and sort out would be the same thing?
Yes, you could say sort out your garbage. So in one place and then another place, another place. Sort out is similar. It's almost the same meaning. So you can say I'm sorting my garbage or sorting out my garbage. I would say sort. It's a little easier. Okay. This will be the last person I admit.
I think so.
All right. So who would like to say this the sentence and the definition? Raise your hand. Abu, go ahead.
Sort. Divide something into groups. I am trying
Okay.
to sort all of my photographs.
Perfect. Okay. And you said it right. Photographs. Very nice. Okay. Anyone else?
Photographs.
Photographs. Try that.
Photographs.
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 Very good. Photographs. No, you can also say photos. We say photos a lot. We don't have to say the graph part.
Yes, what we say in French, we say only photo. That's the reason why we
Yeah,
use this word. Yes.
right. It's easier that way. Okay. Anyone else want to raise their hand and say this?
Sort.
Go ahead.
To divide something into groups. I'm trying to sort all of my photographs.
Good. Now, if you're a British, more like a British persuasion, in your speaking, you're going to say photographs. But if you're more American, you would say photographs. That's the difference. Okay. Mohammed, why don't you try it this time? You know how to unmute yourself? Okay, it looks like he's not unmuting still. Anyone else want to try it?
Me.
Go ahead.
Sort. To divide something into groups. I'm trying to sort all of my photographs.
Very good. Yeah, I'm trying to sort all of my photographs. Good. Jessica, go ahead.
Sort. To divide something into groups. I'm trying to sort all of my photographs.
Okay, so make sure we say the or sound. Yes, Mohammed, I can hear you now. Good. Hold on one second.
Sorry.
I'm trying to sort all of my photographs.
I'm trying to sort all of my photographs.
Good. That's
Thank
right.
you.
That's right. And say the word something.
Something.
Very good. All right, Mohammed, your turn.
Thank you.
I'm trying to sort all of my photographs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is there anything else that you like to sort?
Yeah.
Tell us.
I'm trying to sort my husband's.
I don't think so.
Yes.
You should only have one husband. He's very easy to sort, and it's only if you're a girl. So, yes,
Sorry.
I think that you are being funny. I should have asked you that question. I should have known better. All right.
Excuse me.
All right, so I'm gonna mute you for now. All right, let's go to the next word, post. Post. A photo, it's the same verb, the same vowel sound. It's a long O. Post, sort. The only reason sort sounds a little different is because there's an R that comes afterwards. So sort is a little different than post, but not that much. It's basically the same thing. Okay, so, all right, so post, a photo, video, piece of writing, etc., put on a social media website or application by a user. His post has been retweeted over 50,000 times on Twitter. Okay, so post. Who wants to say it with the information? Raise your
Post.
hand.
Post.
Oh yeah,
Post.
everybody can say post. Go ahead, say post.
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 Post,
Post.
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 Your mouth
Post.
has to be round. Post.
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 Good. Post.
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 Okay, now
Post.
raise your hand if
Post.
you want to say the
Post.
and everyone else needs to be quiet. Nelson.
Okay. Post a photo, video, piece of writing, etc. Put on a social media website or application by user. His post has been retweeted over 50,000 times.
That's a lot of times, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, so if you're on Twitter, you're looking for that kind of feedback from people. I just started posting on Instagram this week, and so I would love to have 50,000 likes, but we'll just see what happens. If you guys are on Instagram, look up Laurel's Learning Lab and like my posts. Okay, Mohammed, go ahead.
Yeah. His post has been retweeted over 50,000 times.
Retweeted.
Retweeted.
That's
Retweeted.
better. Yeah. That's a weird word because it's like really hard to say because you say we tweet and you're like, that's wrong. No, it's right. To say
Retweeted.
we tweet.
Retweeted. Yeah,
It sounds like you're
retweeted.
trying to say retreated, but you're not. You're trying to say we
Oh,
tweeted.
I see.
All right, so we tweeted. We retweeted. It's so weird.
I miss you so much.
Oh, that's nice of you to say. Okay. So next, Abu, go ahead.
Post. A photo, video, piece of writing, etc. put on social media, website, or application by a user. His post has been retweeted over 50,000 times on Twitter.
Yes, you can add that if you want to. Now say video.
Video.
Video. That's better. It's not a video, it's a video. So it's 3 syllables.
Video.
Video.
Yes.
Okay, anyone else?
Okay, post. A photo, video, piece of writing, etc. put on a social media website or application by a user. His post has been retweeted over 50,000 times.
Very good. Okay, we have to go on to the article, guys, because we got 10 minutes. So let's work on the article. If you have your hand raised and you want to say a sentence, you can use that as your hand raised. Okay, so number 1, who wants to go?
Me.
Okay, Nelson, you're number 1.
Okay.
All right, number 2.
I
Abu,
want to.
you can do Abu, you can do number 2. Let me put you down. Okay, Nelson, Abu, Debbie, you want to do number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, Diego, you can be number 4.
Sure.
And let's see, Gabriel, you could be number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 2 more left. All right. Muhammad, you want to do 6?
I am the first one.
You are not the first one in this paragraph. You're number 6,
No, I
but
am. I raised
you
my
are?
hands first.
Okay,
I,
but
ra I raised my hand first.
I know, but I didn't pick you. So unless I pick you, you're not number 1. You're number 6. Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
Muhammad, you're 6. Okay, anyone else want to do number 7?
Can I?
Okay.
Who is this, Jessica?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. All right, so let's start with Nelson, number 1. Let me go back up so you can see it. Go ahead.
Okay. Message in bottle found after 2 years. When 17-year-old American Nikki Knight put a message in a bottle and threw it into the ocean. She didn't expect to meet the person who found it, but almost 2 years later, that's exactly what happened.
Very good. So Nikki, Ni, I would think either Ni or Nai, but I'm probably thinking it's Ni. Okay. I don't know what kind of name that is, like where she comes from, but that's cool. Okay, number 2. Abu?
Yes. A moment. I lost the network. A moment. Give me a moment.
Sure, go ahead.
Nai and her family had been sailing around the Pacific Ocean for 6
Ocean?
years. Ocean. For 6 years. For 6 years doing humanitarian work. In January 2019, Nai threw the bottle into the ocean when traveling from Vanuatu to the Marshall Island.
Islands.
Island.
Very good, no S, just islands. Okay, good. Next paragraph, Debbie.
Almost 2 years later, in November 2020, conservationist Stephen Amos was searching through a trash on a beach on Pananesa Island, Papua New Guinea, when he found the bottle. It had traveled more than 2,500 kilometers from where Nee had thrown it into the ocean.
Wow. Okay, Diego, go ahead.
I was so excited. Amos told ABC News. He said it was the first time he'd ever found something like this.
Very nice. I like your expression. That's awesome. Okay, Gabriel.
Amos tried to send a message to the email address letter, but it didn't work. So post a picture of the letter on Facebook to try and find the owner. A few days later, Nye was contacted by someone who had sent the post, and Nye and Amos were later able to meet over Zoom.
That's amazing. Okay, so contacted by someone.
Contacted by someone.
Right, and we're gonna say Nye and Amos. Okay, those are their names. All right, next paragraph, Muhammad. Is Muhammad still here? It's your turn if you want it.
Hello?
I'll give it. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, can I read it back? Reread it?
Well, you can start with Amos invited me. That's your Nye.
Right.
Is that what we decided?
Amos
Go ahead.
invited me. Amos invited me, who has since returned to the US to visit Panacisa Island, where he has been working for the past 4 years with the Conflict Islands Conservation Initiative. The charity works on projects such as protecting turtles and collecting plastic in the area.
Very nice. Okay, last paragraph, Jessica.
Pananesa Island is part of the Conflict Islands, a group of 21 islands about 1,030 kilometers.
130.
130.
That's
yes,
right.
Kilometers. Each of New Guinea, the main island. Sorry?
Guinea?
Guinea of New Guinea. Yeah.
That's right.
The main island of Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea is how I say it. Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, maybe you guys have different pronunciations, but that's how I say it as an American.
Mhm,
Okay,
thank you.
you're welcome. So let's talk about some questions. We have time for maybe 2 questions here, or maybe 3. Maybe we can do all 3. Where did Nikki Nee throw the bottle into the ocean? Anybody remember?
Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific Ocean. Yes, and more specifically, what does it say here? What island?
Panensis Island.
Panacesa Island.
Right, Panacesa Island in Papua New Guinea. Okay, so when did Amos find the bottle?
November 2020.
Yes, November 2020. Good memory. So how far had it traveled?
2,500 kilometers.
kilometers.
That's right. You can say 2,500 or you can say 2,500. Either one is fine. So it traveled more than 2,500 kilometers from where Nee had thrown it in the ocean. That's a long way for a bottle to travel. Okay, did Nee and Amos meet in person?
No, by Zoom.
By
They had a
Zoom.
conference by Zoom.
Exactly. It's a lot easier to meet these days if you're meeting over Zoom, just like us. We're all over the world, but we're all talking together on this one platform. So Nee was contacted by someone who had seen the post, and Nee and Amos were later able to meet over Zoom. That's pretty amazing. So who has any comments on this? Do you think it's possible to do this? Do you think this story is true?
Probably.
Yes, it's unlikely, but it's true. It won't happen for everybody. It won't happen that every single bottle that's thrown into the ocean will be found. But it is possible that 2 years later, it could float 2,500 kilometers and be found by somebody. It's possible. Okay. And the most interesting thing is that the person that found it was working with a conservation initiative. And so they work on protecting turtles and collecting plastic. So that's probably why he was looking in the ocean. And that's probably why he found the bottle. Don't you guys think?
Amazing.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So any last words? We don't even know what was in the bottle. We have a question here. What are your thoughts on Nee's message in a bottle? We don't even know what it said. We don't know what the message was. Why was it so important that he put it in the bottle and threw it in the ocean? We don't even know. So that's something you can think about.
Yeah, it doesn't say any information.
Maybe bring pizza.
Yeah. I'm hungry. I need some food. Did you guys ever see the movie with Tom Hanks on the island?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You remember the name of that movie?
Not really.
I just know in Portuguese.
Did
Well,
you guys meet each other? This is my first time. I really didn't know who these guys are.
well, Mohammed, they are part of the WhatsApp group that I have. And they're also part of the Facebook group. So I opened it up to the WhatsApp group and the Facebook group. And this is our 4th meeting. Is it our 4th meeting?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it is.
Do you welcome me or not?
Of course we do. Do you feel
No,
welcome?
you did not.
Well,
did
you
not.
didn't come and introduce yourself. So you didn't come in time for the introductions. So that's why you didn't get to say who you were. But it's
But
okay.
you know me better, even we have fought a lot.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to fight with you here. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm going to say adios, amigos, everybody. We appreciate you coming. We enjoyed having you here. And even you, Mohammed, you can come back.
Thank you, Laura.
All
Have
right,
a nice
guys.
day.
Next
Have a nice
week.
day.
Yes,
All
thank you.
righty. Nice to
Okay.
meet you, Jessica, and
Thank you.
Giselle, our new people.
Yeah.
See you
Where's
next time.
Jessica from?
I'm from Brazil.
I thought
Oh,
so.
Wow,
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
Brazilian.
Now she's
Brazilian
brave enough to
comrade.
say.
I am.
All
Thanks
right,
for the
guys.
time.
See you next time. All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Very nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Nice
Yeah.
to see
I
you.
miss you. I will
I'll
miss
put it
you
on
a lot.
Facebook. I'll put it
Nice
on
to meet you.
recording and then you guys
Thank
can.
you.
All right.
Great, great.
Bye.
I will miss